Gala, good morning everyone, Richard here. Welcome back to the channel. On this channel, I have reviewed a number of smoke machines. It's because adding smoke and lighting property can make your photos or videos look great. The smoke machine that impressed me the most so far is the SmokeGENIE from PMI Gear. There are just so many things that I love about the SmokeGENIE. It uses removable batteries, it has a very nice LCD screen that shows all the information, the aesthetic design of the SmokeGENIE is great, there are a lot of adjustable settings and also many accessories, so you can create many different smoke effects using the SmokeGENIE. But the best thing is that it just works. I turn on the SmokeGENIE and press the button and smoke will come out every single time immediately. The SmokeGENIE also has many safety features, so it is just a great, safe and reliable smoke machine no matter it's for professional work as well as some smaller personal projects. But there's just one little problem with the SmokeGENIE. Well, it's the price. The SmokeGENIE starter kit is about $600 US. The professional kit is even more expensive at $750. For professionals, like if you do weddings or you are a video production company, $600 or $750 is not really expensive at all. Buying one studio light, for example, would easily cost more than that. But for the more casual photographers or videographers who just want a portable smoke machine to have a bit of fun or just do some small projects, then it is a lot of money. Fortunately, the guys at PMI Gear is aware of that and they have been working on something that is a lot more affordable. And this is the answer, the $250 SmokeNINJA. This is the SmokeNINJA carry case. Inside the case, we have the SmokeNINJA, a bottle of smoke liquid, a remote, a smoke chamber, and a bunch of accessories and a USB charging cable. Pretty much everything you need comes included inside the case. Even the 18650 battery that powers the SmokeNINJA and the battery for the remote are both included. So you just need to carry the whole kit like this using the carry case and you can create some smoke effects at pretty much any location you want. I said pretty much any location because in theory you can use it indoor, outdoor, anywhere you want. But this very compact smoke machine is not really as powerful as a full-size smoke machine, so it's not really the best to use in a big open space area, especially if you want to fill up the whole area with a lot of smoke. But for closer portrait smoke effect, then it is okay. However, you need to be careful if you use it indoor because the smoke would trigger smoke alarm. When I'm testing it in this room here, because I do have quite a few smoke alarms inside this house, so I have to make sure I shut the door completely or I would trigger my smoke alarm in the corridor pretty easily because using the SmokeNINJA, I can quickly fill up this room with a lot of smoke and the smoke would go everywhere if I don't shut the door completely. But then it is pretty much the same for any smoke machine in the market. In case you're wondering if it's safe to use the SmokeNINJA indoor, the smoke from the SmokeNINJA is made of food-safe ingredients and PMI also claimed the smoke was tested to be 100% safe. The smoke generated by the SmokeGENIE doesn't have very strong smell. Actually, most of the time when I'm using it, I don't even smell anything and it definitely doesn't have any unpleasant burning smell. If you directly point the tip of the SmokeNINJA to a surface, especially like if you're using it in the dry ice mode, which I will show you very soon, then it may leave a little bit of oily mark on the surface. Usually if you just use the smoke machine like you just want to fill up a room or area with a lot of smoke in the fog or steam mode, then it wouldn't leave any stains at all. So how do you use and set up the SmokeNINJA? Well, first, when you receive the SmokeNINJA, you should just slide the battery door and remove the isolator tape, and then you can charge the battery using the USB-C port on the SmokeNINJA. You can see the battery charge status by look at the LED bar at the front, which PMI gear calls it the health bar. Once you see the health bar is fully lit up to green, then the battery is fully charged and you can unplug the USB cable. Triple clicking the power button at the front to turn on the SmokeNINJA. The triple clicking is to avoid the device got accidentally turned on during transportation and accidentally have it running inside your camera bag. It is one of the many safety features that is carried over from the SmokeGENIE. Take the chamber out from the plastic capsule. Remove the heat shield from the SmokeNINJA by pressing the lock button here. Screw the chamber onto the SmokeNINJA. Don't over tighten it. Once you see the health bar light up, then you just need to turn it for an additional quarter circle to tighten it up. Then lift the silicone cap on the chamber and fill it up with the smoke liquid. You should fill up to at least half level, but you can fill up more if you want. Push the silicone cap back when you finish, and then you can also place the heat shield back onto the SmokeNINJA. Oh, by the way, the normal color of the silicone cap is purple, but when the chamber is really hot, the cap would turn into pink color to warn you the chamber is hot. So don't touch the chamber with your hands if you see the silicone cap is pink. This is another SmokeNINJA's safety feature. You can now generate smoke by pressing the button at the back, or you can use the provider remote instead. One really great thing compared to the normal smoke machine is, with the SmokeNINJA, you don't have to wait for the device to warm up. As soon as you turn on the SmokeNINJA, you can press the button and start generate smoke immediately. There are 3 buttons at the front of the SmokeNINJA here, each to set up the SmokeNINJA to generate different smoke effects. So we have fog, dry ice, and steam. Fog is the dense smoke that has texture, so you can use it for portrait or anything you want to have smoke with a bit of texture and variety. Dry ice gives you that special dry ice smoke effect that stays on the surface and that looks super cool. Steam is great for food photography as it simulates steam comes out from hot food or drinks. These are 3 of the most commonly used smoke effects when people use a smoke machine. So with the SmokeNINJA, you can easily switch between these effects by pressing the button. It's very quick and easy, and I like it. A little downside if you compare to the SmokeGENIE is that you no longer have the manual control of the exact fan speed or the power, because you can only use one of these 3 presets. Unlike the SmokeGENIE that you can fine-tune and adjust each of these settings yourself manually. Just like the SmokeGENIE, the SmokeNINJA would also auto stop after running continuously for a set period of time. This is to protect the device from overheating the heating coil. And one very cool thing I love about the SmokeNINJA is the height of the health bar tells you the remaining time available before the device has to stop. I really like it because it is very easy to see even when you are quite far away from the device. And when you are running in the fog or dry ice mode, you can generate smoke continuously for around 1 minute. And when you're running in the steam mode, then you can generate smoke for about 2 minutes continuously. After you have selected one of the effects, if you press the same button again when you are already in a particular mode, then you can adjust the brightness of the LED health bar. You can make the LED brighter or switch off completely depending on what you want. This is a very useful feature because sometimes you want the health bar to be brighter so you can see it easily when you use it outdoor. But if you use it in a dark place, then you may not want the color LED to add unwanted colors to your scene. However, one thing I found a little bit strange is, after you set the LED brightness, then if you change the smoke effect, the LED brightness that you previously selected will not carry over. You have to press the button again if you want the LED bar to be brighter or darker. I myself would prefer to have a separate dedicated LED brightness button, and the device would also memorize and maintain this setting even if you change the smoke effect or restart the machine. It's not really a big deal, to be honest, but I thought this would make the device even more user-friendly. The USB-C port at the front of the SmokeNINJA can also be used to top up the battery when the SmokeNINJA is running. But if you want to do that, you need to turn on the SmokeNINJA first, then plug in the USB power. You cannot remove the battery and just rely on the USB power source to power the device. So after I set up the SmokeNINJA, there are still quite a number of accessories inside the carry case. A few of them are the various attachments to create different effects, just like the one that came with the SmokeGENIE. You can use these attachments to control the direction of the smoke, and I've just demonstrated how you can create the dry ice effect using the liquid nozzle. But there are still a few pieces that I haven't seen before. One of those is a 1/4 inch screw mount that you can attach to the side of the SmokeNINJA, and you can then mount the SmokeNINJA to a tripod or light stand. There is another mount that is magnetic, so you can attach the device to a metal surface instead. I think that's a very cool design. But what I like even more is PMI Gear has open sourced the 3D model file, so anyone can create their own attachment piece and 3D print out something that matches their requirements. Then there is this orange rubber cap. So what is it? With the SmokeGENIE, when you finish using the device, you should remove the chamber from the SmokeGENIE and put it into the plastic capsule so the unused smoke liquid inside the chamber won't leak everywhere. But this time with the SmokeNINJA, you could use this orange cap to seal the top of the smoke chamber, and you can store the SmokeNINJA without removing the chamber. And the next time you want to use the SmokeNINJA, you just need to remove this orange cap, so that is a lot faster. However, if you need to store the SmokeNINJA for a longer period of time, anything more than a couple of days, then PMI Gear still suggests you to remove the chamber and store it inside the capsule. And last, there are still a few black small rubber bits that I just couldn't figure out what they are for. I end up have to ask PMI Gear, and they told me these small rubber bits are just to fill the gap on the side of the SmokeNINJA if you don't use the mounting place. It's just to avoid dust gather inside the device after using it for a long period of time. So it's good to see the attention to details. But at the same time, I do wonder if many users would actually use them. It's probably quite easy to lose these small rubber bits as well. Before you buy any smoke machine, including this SmokeNINJA, one thing that you need to know is there are a few consumables that you have to buy and replace regularly. The most obvious one is the smoke liquid or smoke juice or whatever you call it. One thing I want to point out first is that you cannot use the smoke liquid for the regular size smoke machine because those smoke liquid are not concentrated enough for a small portable smoke machine which has a much smaller tank and also smaller heating coil. The smoke liquid designed for the SmokeNINJA would cost you US $50 for a 120ml bottle. It's not cheap at all. But because it is really concentrated smoke liquid, so according to PMI Gear, a 120ml bottle is enough to generate 4 hours of smoke. So it's actually not that bad. I've been using the SmokeGENIE quite a bit over the last year or so, which used the same smoke liquid for a number of projects and photo shoots, and I still haven't finished one bottle of the smoke liquid. The other consumable is the chamber, which is the same chamber for the SmokeGENIE. It is a consumable part because there is a heating coil inside it which will eventually wear out. The chamber is pretty expensive at $70 each. PMI Gear said the chamber can last approximately 30 to 50 full day of shooting, and for myself, I'm still using the same chamber since day one of using the SmokeGENIE. So if you are a casual user, the chamber probably can last you quite a while. But I would definitely prefer to see the price of the chamber being a bit cheaper. $70 is like almost 1/3 the price of the SmokeNINJA, so it's really expensive even if it can last quite a long time. I remember back in July when PMI Gear first contacted me and told me they're going to release this new SmokeNINJA and the price is only around $250. I was quite excited about it because the price of their SmokeGENIE was really a bit too expensive for a lot of people. So I'm glad to hear they are releasing a new device that is like only 1/3 the price of the SmokeGENIE. But at the same time, I was worried how this $250 price would affect the quality and feature of this new SmokeNINJA. Because there really is a huge price difference between the SmokeNINJA and the SmokeGENIE. Now, after using the SmokeNINJA for a few weeks and also side by side with the SmokeGENIE to do some comparisons, I would say the SmokeNINJA is actually a lot better than what I thought it would be. Yes, there are a few limitations like the continuous runtime of the SmokeNINJA is quite a bit shorter than the SmokeGENIE. And it also doesn't come with the magic remote that can control multiple devices at the same time. But if you are someone just shooting some product photography or portrait in a studio, then the SmokeNINJA is pretty much the same as the more expensive SmokeGENIE. And I can even argue the SmokeNINJA could be a better smoke machine than the SmokeGENIE because it is easier to use, easier to carry around, and I like the additional features like the magnetic mount that even the SmokeGENIE doesn't have. But I do understand $250 is still not exactly cheap. You can modify a vape device and turn that into a mini smoke machine. I'm not completely against that idea, and that is definitely a much cheaper way to generate a bit of smoke. But the downside of doing it that way is you don't really have good control on how the smoke will look like. Precise control of how the smoke will look like is very important in my opinion. It's like when you are shooting portrait and you want to light up your scene. Most of us wouldn't just use a normal light at our home because while it can light up the scene, we cannot really control the light. We cannot control the strength, the direction, the shape of the light, and the quality of light is also not ideal. That's why we buy the more expensive studio lights as they give you good quality light and you have good precise control of the light, especially when you use it with the different light modifiers. A proper portable smoke machine like the SmokeNINJA is the same. It does not just generate smoke. With the different settings and accessories, it gives you lots of control on how the smoke will look like. You can also create cool effects like the dry ice effect very easily. And another thing that is also very important is that the SmokeNINJA has lots of safety features to detect and prevent accidents from happening. A smoke machine, even a small one like this SmokeGENIE, still generate quite a bit of heat and smoke. So in my opinion, it's really worth spending a bit more money to get something that was properly designed for it.